We're going to get in. No intro today. No music today. I'm fired up. We have the Fleet Feet box. You know why we have the Fleet Feet box? Because I pre-ordered this shoe on Running Warehouse, and then I saw it pop up on Fleet Feet, and I said, all right, I'm going to buy it on Fleet Feet. And that's the thing. A lot of these boys think they know me. They don't know me. You don't know me like that. If I see something pop up on Fleet Feet and I need it, I'm a sicko. Running Warehouse partnership, who? You already know this is a shoe that needs no introduction. We have the Adidas Adios Pro 4. And I know this is going to bring a lot of people out. This is going to bring a lot of the timestamp skippers out. Guess what? If you aren't with me for the Hoka Tecton, if you aren't with me for the Craft Pacer, if you were not with me yesterday for the Speedland GS RAR hunting mileage, don't even watch. Unsubscribe. That's the energy I'm on today. I don't want you here. This is for the real ones. Adidas Adios Pro 4. Let's open it up. I just want to get some miles in this thing. All right. This is clean. I don't even know if it's a bada boom, bada bang. It's just clean. First thing I'm noticing right here. So this is Adidas's top tier marathon racing shoe. Why did it take me so long to review it? Well, it took me so long to review it because Adidas, I actually did email them because I had so many requests. I had so many requests to review this shoe. Dozens of requests. I did break my rule and I emailed them and I said, can you send me the Evo SL? Can you send me the Adios Pro 4? Because they had sent me stuff earlier this year and they said, nah, fam, we got other priorities. So I said, I bet. So I do have this in a US 11. I have heard that the sizing and the fit on this is super off. I have heard that you need to go up half a size. I've seen some bloody toes. We don't want bloody toes. I'm not talking about Cardi B bloody shoes walking around with some red bottoms. I'm talking about apparently this upper and toe box is super narrow. Look up at the front here. So this is the fourth iteration of the Adios Pro 4 in the Adizero franchise from Adidas. This is their performance franchise. This is their, I was going to say top tier, but this is their second tier shoe. They have another shoe above this, the Evo Pro, which I'll pull out in a second. That is the one that a lot of elites are racing in. This is more of their mainstream racing product, and a lot of the brands now are going to a dual shoe setup. And guess what? I have all the shoes. I have more Carbon shoes than anybody else out there. I'm the gosh dang president of Carbon County. A lot of counties don't have presidents, but I am the president. I'm the president and I'm the Don. We're cleaning up the county today. Boys up here putting up 10 miles a week trying to review some Carbon shoes. Get off that. I'm back in that mode. They said they wanted me to bring the dissing back. Oh, we're bringing it back today. I'm fired up. New upper, new foam here, pushing it in. You can see they still do have the foam, the letters and millimeters stamped on the inside of the foam. It says 39. I really like that. Let me go grab the last generation of the shoe. And I was listening to the Bossman D-Lo, the first song off of his new album that's dropping tomorrow, but by the time this video drops, the album will be out. And he said, I switch cars like I switch socks. And then I was thinking about it and I said, dang, I switch shoes like I switch socks. And I was thinking about it again. I said, double dang. I have more carbon plated shoes than I have performance running socks. A lot of these boys out here dropping a rack on gear. Your second favorite shoe tubers spending dang near $3,500 a year on some performance socks and some polyester blend shirts to minimize the chafing. Meanwhile, he's putting up 2,800 miles. Ugh. Spending more dollars on running gear than miles. That's disrespectful. So if you look at the inside of both of these shoes, the Adios Pro 3, it does still have that 39 millimeter stamped in the heel. Same thing with the Adios Pro 4. They've kept the general vibe and aesthetic of these shoes fairly similar. Look at this. From the back, they look fairly similar. They look like brethren. I think they did put some text on the, yep, this is the new thing. The pull tab around the back is now textual. It now has text. This is like the Puma Mag Max that says bouncy AF. This says, this too shall pass. I'm not the biggest fan of these Easter eggs, but hey, It adds a little bit more fun to the shoe. Also, funny enough, these two colorways are similar, just the colors inverted here. In my Adios Pro 3, I have the red with the watermelon green, and then in the Adios Pro 4, we have that red with a slightly punchier green. It's more of a limeade green. Now, upper in the Adios Pro 3 was always the biggest issue and complaint for a lot of runners. I typically do not have upper issues, so for me, it wasn't a big deal. A lot of these boys have those shoe tube feet, sensitive shoe tube feet, complain about a gosh dang upper. No, this one was pretty bad, I think, for a lot of people. There's on the forums, people have been cutting it up. On the Supwell app, people are switching out the laces, going with those sawtooth laces. I think it also rubbing around the back. So overall, not a great upper on the Adios Pro 3. And in general, I didn't care about the upper. People also complained about the upper on the Boston 12, and I loved that shoe. It's not a padded comfort upper, but for me, that wasn't the biggest issue. For me, this shoe was just fine. It was always a tier B racing shoe for me. The foam was just okay, and it's ironic because I loved the Adidas Boston 12. Let me go grab that. It's right behind me. Yeah, I love this Boston 12 here with the top layer of Light Strike Pro Foam and the bottom layer of Light Strike. It felt so explosive off the forefoot and so fast. And something about the speed experience in the Boston 12 just never quite translated to the Adios Pro 3 for me. Now, I only have about 40-something miles on this, but I did run a full marathon in it. I ran a full marathon around my neighborhood. A lot of these boys getting triggered that I decided to just pop out and drop 26.2 on them. Why? Are you sure? They don't understand. Mileage. Even after that marathon, it was just okay to me, and Light Strike Pro is a foam that requires some break-in. But for race shoes, that is a concept that I've never been able to wrap my head around. I have no problem with a training shoe requiring break-in. We want to put a ton of miles on our training shoes. The Boston 12 did get better with miles, and it also does have a firmer layer of Light Strike on the bottom. But for a racing shoe, I want it to feel good quickly out of the box. Puma Deviate Elite 3, for example, or Deviate Nitro Elite 3, that started feeling great within 15 miles. I didn't love it at first, but within 15 miles, it felt great. That's perfectly fine to me because you can do, and you should be doing at least one 20-mile long run in a shoe before you race in it. But a shoe requiring 40-plus miles to feel good or still not feeling the best at 40 miles, for me, that's a sign of a shoe that is not a tier A shoe. So for me, this shoe is always just okay. The rocker wasn't that great. Also, something about how they sculpted this foam in the back didn't work for my stride 100%. And even running fast in the shoe, I just never got that. I never got the explosive bounce of the Boston 12. I never got the flinging rocker experience that you get in a Saucony shoe. And I never got that special fast goading, the demon time character that you get in the Alphafly and the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Pro 2 and the Endorphin Elite and all the best top tier category of shoes. This always fell flat to me. It's also heavier than everything else on the market and just okay. And a lot of people loved it for 330 marathons. I did put it on my best list for 330 marathons, but since this came out, you've seen the Deviate Elite 3 come out. You've seen the Alphafly 3 come out, the Cielo X1 come out, and especially the Cielo X1 and the Deviate, those two split off what is good about their shoe into two different directions. So Cielo X1 here, it has very similar feeling foam, but the rocker is so much better, and the foam is just tuned better and bouncier. Upper is more comfortable here. This is like an Adios Pro 3 that they explicitly designed for hobby joggers. So this completely booted the Adios Pro 3 out of the conversation for a lot of people. And then same thing with the Puma Deviate. Let me grab that. All right, Deviate Elite 3 here. Lighter, peppier, better rocker, same outsole performance. Puma grip is the only other rubber compound that's as good as the Adios Pro 3. So again, and decent stability too. So again, booted the Adios Pro 3 out of that conversation for best hobby jogger shoes. So A lot of people like the Adios Pro 3, but it was getting long in the tooth. And of course, with the shoe being on the market for 2 years, that should happen, hopefully, as brands develop and catch up. And now Nike and Adidas are no longer the only two brands with viable race shoes. You have tons of brands with solid options, even New Balance SC Elite V4. That's another one that people have been picking over the Adios Pro 3. Not my favorite, but lower drop, nice soft cushion, nice comfortable ride. So with that, I think I said picking it over the Adios Pro 4. I meant picking it over the Adios Pro 3. But with that, the new Adios Pro 4 looking to address that. New upper, still apparently giving people issues with bloody toes, but I think that's something about the fit of it versus the material. The material is way softer, just touching here compared to the Adios Pro 3. Now, this old Adizero upper material is scratchy and starchy. Listen to this. Upper ASMR. It is scratchier and starchier. It's like a Dickies performance shirt. I have this Dickies performance shirt I got for $5 at Walmart. That's exactly what this is like. The Adios Pro 4, lighter weight, way softer. It's almost like a shopping bag, a grocery store shopping bag that's been thickened up and toughened up. It doesn't feel to the touch like the most robust material, but hopefully softer and more forgiving around the foot. They put on slightly revised laces. No, it looks like we have the same laces here, same thin tongue, same thin upper around the back. New design language though. So on the Adios Pro 4, they're going with these bigger stripes that cascade down onto the midsole. Same thing as the Evo Pro. And of course, biggest change, la pièce de résistance, is the updated Light Strike Pro. So this is a softer compound for sure. And my guess is what they've done with it is they've tried to give the experience of the broken in Light Strike Pro from the last generation sooner out of the box. That's what it feels like. To the touch here, it feels way more like the broken in Boston 12 Light Strike Pro. It still does have some of that density here. And I know people were saying this got a lot softer. That's what I've heard so far, folks on the Supwell app. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it got a lot softer. We'll see. It still feels fairly robust to me. And then in the midsole, you do have the energy rod. So Adidas does rods instead of a plate. And then Continental outsole rubber under the shoe. And they say light traction. Is just this red Continental? So there's a piece of red rubber up at the toe and then a clear rubber all around it with the rods in the midsole. Yeah, let's take a, this back is very squishy. Man, this is going to be pretty soft, and that's a trend that a lot of the brands are doing now because the Saucony Endorphin Elite, which was another shoe that bigger runners gravitate to a lot, that is getting softer as well in the next generation. I'll see if I can get my hands on a pair of that at some point soon. And then let's take a look at the rocker up in the front. Rocker also does look more aggressive, but this is my issue with the Adios Pro 3 as well. And what's still here, it doesn't have a gentle sloping rocker across the whole bottom. It has this very flat bottom, and then the toe points up. It's a toe spring, and the rocker is only right up at the front. But look, it is super flat. And if I'm tapped the back to see if it will roll back, it will not. That's the same thing in the Adios Pro 3. Meanwhile, let me grab a shoe that does have a great rocker. So even this Hoka Rocket X2, it has more of a curve on the back and a smoother rocker in the front. And if you look at the point where this curves, it is way more of a gentle curve in the front versus the Adios Pro 4. It's almost at an angle. It's almost at an angle in the front where it's not super smooth. It is very aggressive. So we'll have to see how that does out there on the run. Super aggressive toe off here. Hopefully it's still decent for running a wide variety of paces. That's why people loved the Adios Pro 3. It was good for running slow. It was good for running fast. It was not the most aggressive shoe out there. Hopefully this retains that while adding some more fun from the midsole. So with that, let's throw this on the scale, see where this weighs in. Kobe. Everyone's been stealing my thumbnail style, so I have to come up with a new thumbnail style. A lot of biters out there. What do you think? Let me know. Is this good? Who's biting the swag? I think that's pretty crispy. And you know, we got those real hardwood floors. A lot of these other shoe tubers, they don't have the real hardwood. They have those vinyl polyurethane stickers on top of some cinder blocks. It's that real hardwood. It's that Mint Hill wood. You know how we do it out here at the shoe market. Bang! I know a lot of people thought because it was the holiday season we were going to be taking it easy. There's nothing easy but the relaxed mileage. Boys got me fired up. This is coming in at 216.5 grams. That's a light race shoe for sure. That is super light, especially compared to the last generation. And keep in mind, I do have this in a US 11. But here's the thing. The trickeration with these brands trying to make their sizing small so that they come across lighter. Meanwhile, people are getting bloody toes in the Valencia Marathon. That's not Supwell certified. So we can treat this like a 10.5 because if it fits a half a size small, then this is essentially a 10.5. So 216.5 or 217 grams in my size. Adios Pro 3, look at this monster, 242 grams. That's what I love to see. I love to see brands moving in the right direction. That is moving in the right direction. Lightening it up by 25 grams? Dang near 10% weight loss. That's fire. That's facts. And the thing about it though is the upper is still pretty lightweight across both of these. So that means a lot of the weight loss is coming from the midsole of the shoe itself. And likely what's happening, let me darken it out. Likely what's happening is that this is a way denser material in the Adios Pro 3 in a lighter, airier, fluffier material, which reads as softer underfoot and to the touch. So we'll have to see if this can stand up to that big boy pounding. I know a lot of these boys out here aren't putting force down into the shoes. We're going to put some force down into the shoe today. Don't come to the Don again, disrespectful. All right, Puma Deviate Elite 3 coming in at 206.5. And this is what I'm saying, man. Comparing the Pro 3 last generation to the Deviate Elite 3, it was not even close because the stability on this was solid. The speed assistance was great. And it was 35 to 40 grams lighter. Craziness. This is a banger right here, Puma Deviate Elite 3. And if we go to the other side of the market here, Hoka Cielo X1, that robust, comfort-oriented race shoe, 258 grams. So a lot heavier here. And then let me throw out one more Adidas. So this is the Adidas Evo SL. And last time I ran this shoe, I compared it to the Nova Blast 4. And I said it was not a good daily trainer. And it's not. And that really upset some people. And people say, you're being a contrarian. You're being a contrarian. I'm not being a contrarian. Is it a contrarian idea to say that a speed training shoe isn't a good daily trainer? There's no comfort in this upper. There's no support. It's not designed to be super stable. It has a 100% bed of race foam. Why would this be a good daily trainer? I don't understand. It's not designed to be. It's designed for running fast. It has an aggressive rocker and a thick bed of race foam. Boys still getting influenced by these influencers, getting influenced by the money coming to them from the brands. You know we're standing on business out here. I'll kick a Running Warehouse box across the room if they don't gosh dang get me the shoes in time. 12 days of talking trash. 12 days of Christmas who? It's 12 days of crossing vendettas off the wish list. One more shoe I'm going to throw on, Hoka Rocket X2. So thinking about my fast favorites right now for marathon speed training, this one is up there for sure. And it didn't release in 2024, so it's not going to go on my best of list, but I absolutely love the ride of this thing. And if the Adios Pro 4 can give me something close, then that will be in the conversation for sure. But this comes in at 238 grams. So on the heavier side, and you can see here with all these wide variety of shoes that we put on, all shoes which I enjoy. So Deviate coming in at around 200, and then Hoka Cielo X1 at 240, Rocket X2 at 240. No, Hoka Cielo X1 was 250, and then the Pro 4 at 216. It is a light shoe. It is a very light shoe. So good job, Adidas. Hold on, man. One more thing before we lace these up. A lot of people are ticking me off this week talking about Supwell app is too expensive at $5 per month. If that's how you feel, let this be your sign to get off YouTube and start running it up. Stop watching videos, get off social media, and run up a bag if $5 a month is too expensive. This is not a charity operation. This is a business. You know what I did when I felt my mortgage was getting too expensive? You know what I did when I felt the challenges in life were being too overwhelming, that the budget was tight? I went grind mode, demon time every day, popping out with shoes, putting in the mileage to grow a channel in a business. Get off your phone and put in the work. Forgot the QA check. We have to do the QA check to hold these brands accountable. Holy cow! Oh my goodness. Oh no. Nope. 213. Okay, that's what I thought. I was thinking 20-gram difference. No, it had the shoe liner in there. Okay, good job, Adidas. 213.5 versus 216. That's some good quality control. Thank you, Adidas, for putting a quality product on the market. I really appreciate it. There's two types of people in this world. There's the winners and the whiners. The gainers and the complainers. And people saying they don't have $5 a month to spend on improving their lives and running, yet they have 5 hours a day to type out hateful comments on YouTube. You could be making money with that time. Stop watching my channel. Or matter of fact, maybe you should watch my channel. Stop skipping to the end and just type in hateful comments. I've told you this. I'm giving out free game. You want to know what I did when I became a dad for the first time at 22 years old? I went grind mode for 3 years straight and tripled my salary. I put in the work to make sure I could be in a place to provide for my family. Man, people don't really know about me. Somebody last week accused me, not even accused, but said I must be a trust fund baby because of the time that I spent on these videos. No, I just know how to grind. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, we got the same 24. What are you mad for? That's disrespectful, man. People don't know how I grew up. And let me tell you something right now. My mom always made sure we had enough, but trust fund, that's disrespectful, man. A lot of people out there working 2-3 jobs, not complaining, putting in the work to provide for their families. And there's some other people who want to feel like the world's against them, want to feel like they have nowhere to go. Let me tell you right now, the world's not against you. You just got to put in the work. And that's what I know how to do. It's not about a dang Adidas Adios Pro 4. It's about putting in the work and getting better. Let this put a battery in your back. Fit and feel of this is fine. It's fine. I have it in an 11. This fits like a 10.5 in an 11. It's definitely half a size up. Let's go get some miles in. I'm hungry. Hold on. I would like to do the walk test in these because that is the typical protocol that we follow here on the channel. Just give me a minute to do that and then we can go run. Definitely softer. This feels way softer and more. This feels more explosive. I can feel we're going to be running fast this morning. We're just 5 days off of this ultra, but my legs and my recovery is feeling good so far. I think the stability is going to be worse because it's softer, but man, this is just begging me to dig in and rip. And I don't need any more motivation this morning. These boys tick me off flexing about their baby mileage. hating on the grind. You can get mad or you can get motivated. It's your choice. This is the message for today, man. A lot of people sitting around on that John Mayer waiting on the world to change. The world's not going to change. You got to change your circumstances. Nobody's going to do it for you. You got to put the work in. You got to lock in. You got to grind. Boys talking about trust funds. They don't even trust the process. Someone told me this week they didn't want to sign up for the Supwell app because they already spent a lot of time online. I said, I agree, bro. You're sure spending a lot of time hating at the bottom of my videos. Go outside and get some miles in. And funny enough, man, it's the same people getting triggered that I fuel my runs with Morton. Don't get mad at what other people are doing. Get motivated to put yourself where you want to be. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody is stopping you. It's the mindset that really fires me up. The world is not against you. Man, I could have every reason to think the world is against me. And you know what I've done? Focused, locked in, and executed to put myself in a position to win. And no victim mentality around here. We off that. The only thing I'm victimizing is the road. Mileage. Mile 1, 6:17 pace. By the way, I'm gonna drop these hats exclusive on the Supwell app. I'm gonna sell them for $15. Take a loss on them for people who really want to work in the winter. This is the winter get to work hat. Supwell exclusive. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Some ignoramus accused me of jacking up the Supwell app price 400%. Thinks he's smart because he took one econ class in high school. I'm gonna sell these hats for $100. I'm gonna give an 85% discount code to the Supwell app members. There, that will give you, what was 85 divided by 5? Is that 17? 1,700% of your membership value back just from buying this $100 hat for $15. Boys want to talk percentages, want to talk delta. The only delta I know is the difference between my annual mileage and yours. Get it up. Mile 2, 6:05. Here's the thing about the trust funds too. I know kids with trust funds, or adults now with trust funds. I went to school with a lot of them. And guess what? There's two types of people there too. There's the winners and the whiners, the complainers and the gainers. It does not matter how much money your parents have in the bank. Some people want to grind and make sure their kids have a gosh dang trust fund too, and show up at their best every day. And then other people want to sit and whine and squander what they were given. There's only two types of people. That's it. And some people said they missed the old me. They missed the old me. Oh, that was a 556. What do you miss? You miss me being awkward, uncomfortable, and not confident on the camera with terrible audio? That's what you miss? Go watch those videos. That's the mindset that I hate. Some people don't want to see growth because they're stagnant. I will never hate on somebody growing. There's two types of people, man. You could get mad or you could get motivated. A lot of people think it's sweet because I'm coming out here Mint Hill with the freshly manicured grass. They don't know me. You do not know me. Some people do though. They know the pain behind the grind. Like my guy Dan on the Supwell app, grinding. Kenneth, Jared, grinding. That's what it's about. Grinding. Grit and grind equals growth. Then there's another group of people who want to take an off season. It's the holidays off season. For what? For who? Off season. That's a broke mentality. Off season. Makes me sick. There's no off season to putting food on the table. There's no off season to keeping the lights on. There's no off season to paying the mortgage. Off season. That makes me want to vomit. Off season. For who? Not me. Not us. No off season. I'm getting nauseous just thinking about it. Not everyone can relate to the pain behind the grind, and that's fine. It's not for everyone. It's for the people who want to get better, who have a burning desire to put themselves in a better place than the place they're in today, and who are willing to go in the pain cave to do it. The commitment cave. Who are willing to put in the work every day. There's no off season. There is no off season. Let me say it one more time. In case you had the headphones on the volume too low. There is no off season. Thought I had a trust fund. They thought I had a trust fund. They thought I had a trust fund because I was grinding so hard. Nah, fam. But you know what? Mason will. Reevesy will. Roni will. Bet. They don't know the pain. You want to take an off season? Are you sure? Are you sure? Thought I had a trust fund because they can't fathom what it takes working 12-hour days to make sure the family's straight, being the sole income provider. Thought I had a trust fund. 541, mile 5, grinding. Get in with me. Want to accuse me of jacking up the price? Who was grinding out weekly deal videos for 8 months straight in 2023? Me, that's who. Who set up a secondhand marketplace to give the people value? Me, that's who. Who's been giving out free shoes, cloutless, since 2023? Boys don't even know. Me, that's who. Accuse me of jacking up the price. Go outside, get some miles in. Disrespectful little boys. Who changed the game? Me. Me. Man, look around YouTube. You used to see these gaudy thumbnails, neon text, hideous Photoshop. Now everyone wants to keep it all clean and natural. They want the Supwell thumbnail because we made it hot. Man, look at your second favorite YouTuber. Look at their thumbnail now and look at a thumbnail from 2022. You're gonna see the influence. Me, that's who. Oh man, that's a big dog. That's a big dog, that's a big pit bull. I'm just gonna jog. And I outrun a pit bull. Ha! 557 up to Massive Hill. There is no off season. These boys got me messed up if they think I have a trust fund. My mom and I really got it out the mud. Out the mud. Thought I had a trust fund. Get to working. Go get to working. Thought I had a trust fund. They got me messed up. About to learn. They're about to learn. Went 538, 544. One more mile to go. Thanks, man. Guy in the truck just came over. He said, "Don't stop now." I was starting to get impressed, but guess what? We got exactly what we needed to today. 10 miles, 5:51 pace. 5:51 pace. 58 minutes and 35 seconds. And guess what? We earned this walk. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it like I talk it. And I'm only talking because it's a message that needs to be served up. You can get mad or you can get motivated. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. I've been through some stuff in my life. I've been through highs, I've been through lows, I've been in great environments, I've been in terrible environments. And throughout my entire adult life, I've made the decision consistently to be the best that I can be, not be worried about what somebody else is doing, and put the work in every day. So if that's the message you want to hear, great. Get in with me. Join the Supwell community, because there's a lot of people there who can relate, who are using their pain as leverage. And pain is the best currency on earth. Pain keeps paying you back. Pain keeps you going. Pain is fuel. Pain is power. Man, if you got some pain, get in with us on the Supwell app and get to work. If you want to be sitting around hating on somebody else, tearing them down because they're putting the work in, stop watching the channel, unsubscribe, save your $5. Maybe invest that in something where you can use your skills and resources to better yourself. I'll put the breakdown on the Supwell app. That's a Supwell app exclusive. You guys lost your breakdown privileges this week. I'll see you tomorrow. And one more thing, just remember, there is no off season. And if you want to take one, that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, there's someone out there that's not taking an off season. If you want to lay up on the couch eating Cheetos, watching Disney Channel this Christmas, go right ahead. But not on this side. I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be working and getting better. And you see the growth we've had this year. We're gonna build. There is no off season. That might have been a gosh dang 10-mile PR. Same 10-mile PR and 50K PR in the same week. It might have even had a 5K PR in there. We'll see when it goes on Strava. I'm disrespectful out here, man. They don't know me. They don't know me. I already told you, I'm out here like Amazon delivering every day, giving out free game. They call me Young Prime. One more thing, man. Supwell Kitchen, you know we had to come through with that big bread. That max cushion, gang. 85 millimeter stack bread. Bada boom, bada bang. Boy, still hating on the video length because they have small bread. Let's do a taste test of this. And they thought we were getting sweet because we came through with the apple pie on Thanksgiving. Really, I was just waiting for the sourdough to rise so I could pop out with that big loaf. Look at that thing. Shout out to Charlie putting in work. Woo! This doesn't even need toast. It doesn't even need to be toasted. Just hit it with a little earth balance. That's the bada boom. You boys still eating Wonder Bread? We off that. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Actually, you know what? It is sweet today. I am feeling sweet, matter of fact, so I am gonna put some pure orange blossom honey on my freshly baked bread. They think it's a game. This is not raw honey. This is processed and government inspected. Unfortunately, the place where I did get the best honey of the year, the Southwest Virginia Farmers Market. What do you boys know about the Southwest Virginia Farmers Market? You boys still shopping at Trader Joe's. We off. Just kidding. We're not off that. Trader Joe's is great. But yeah, they did not have the Carlos and Maryland pure raw honey anymore at the Southwest Virginia Farmers Market where we stop on our trips back from up north. But they did have this orange blossom honey from Gunther. One bite, everybody knows the rules. What do you boys know about That's some Carolina cooking right there. Woo! That's a Max Cushion Gang bread. That's fire. That's a banger. You can taste the tang.